So I wanted to talk about something today. I'm very neurotic. I don't know if other people feel that feeling of being neurotic. Let me give you the definition of being neurotic. Neurotic is having or cause or relating to neurosis. And then, if you want to know what neurosis is a relatively mild mental illness that is not caused by organic disease involving symptoms of stress, depression, anxiety, obsessive behavior, hypochondria, but not a radical loss of touch with reality. Similar are mental illness, mental disorder, physical disorder, mental disturbance. But it's a very mild thing. It's not a big deal. In non technical use, excessive or irrational anxiety or obsession. An example would be an apprehension of overmounting debt has created a collective neurosis in the business world. Then if looks like it was used a lot more like 50 years ago than it is now, which is interesting. You'd think people are more neurotic today than they were 50 years ago, but I guess doctors were diagnosing that a lot 50 years ago, according to this Google Trends chart. Anyways, I feel very neurotic. Like I'm, I there's just like I feel like the character from Seinfeld, the guy who Larry David based his personality kind of on, the Jason Alexander character. What's his name? Whatever, not Seinfeld, but the shorter, chubbier character in Seinfeld. Um, I'm like I'm sort of like that Jason Alexander character in Seinfeld. I forgot his name. Um, but I just but that's not exactly who I am. I'm not saying I'm like him. I'm not saying I'm like Larry David. I'm a lot different than that character. I just the neuroticism I have in common with him. The neuroticism. I don't think I have anything else or that much else in common. Just the neuroticism I have in common with that character from Seinfeld. And like I'm always like fretting. I think I did a video like a week ago about fretting. Like I always fret and I worry and I have anxiety and I'm anxious. I'm always concerned about random things. Mostly because I'm poor. Most of my neuroticism comes because I'm poor, and so there's like a reason why I'm neurotic. But sometimes there's not a reason why I'm neurotic. Sometimes I'm neurotic over just completely nonsensical things, and I don't know how I feel about that. I don't think I was this neurotic when I was a kid. I don't even know when it like when it got this bad. My neuroticism, like I don't know when it got this bad. I guess maybe like 5, 6, 7 years ago. It was like 5, 6, 7 around the time like I was failing at my job that I worked at for 3 years. I was like, oh no, I can't do this job, and it was like that's when I got super neurotic because it was just like I was trying to figure out the reason why I couldn't do the job, and like I just I just feel so uncertain about myself, and that was like the best job I had. Might be the best job I'm ever, the most highly paying job I'm ever gonna have, and I I just I feel like I'm like less than everyone else. I feel like I'm somehow less valuable. I guess maybe the neuroticism started when I started to think I was less valuable than everyone else. See, when I was in school, when I knew I did less well, I did less well in school than everyone else. I guess I had nightmares, you know, back in school, my my stress was turned into nightmares. But now the stress isn't really nightmares; it's just neuroticism. And nightmares are different than neuroticism. Like, I guess my life is okay right now. It's just like I've like fell into the new normal. It's fine. I just keep worrying it's gonna come crumbling to pieces any second now. I worry that like people secretly hate me when they see me. I don't know why. I don't have a reason to feel that way. I just think when people see me like they secretly hate me. I don't know why. It's just like this subconscious thing like, oh, they secretly hate me, or like I secretly hate them, or I just don't know who I am. I don't know what I'm doing with my life. I just feel like so concerned about my self-image, what I look like, how I talk, how I sound. So, like, what do I do with like I'm talking on a vlog, and what else am I supposed to be doing with my time? I almost want like a mentor, you know. I almost want like a mentor to tell me what to do. Maybe I need a mentor or something like. I, I just don't get it, you know. I just really don't get it. I think neuroticism happens a lot. People are more neurotic when they grow up in like urban environments. I know more country people are not as neurotic as city people. I grew up in a big city, not like a big city, but like a. I grew up like on a street where there's lots of cars going by. Like, when I was a kid, I always heard cars going by on a major thoroughfare, a major road, and it wasn't. I'm not like New York City or anything, but like it was a populated area. It's a big metropolitan. It was more wide than it was tall, but it was like wide. Lots of cars and zooming by, and it's just like I feel very like I don't know. Like if I was born like in the country, I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be like this. I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be neurotic if I grew up in the country. But this is just who I am right now. And I remember like my stress turned into nightmares when I was a kid. And now my stress turns into neuroticism. Because I just feel like I'm doing something wrong all the time. Like I have like this disgust with myself, and I always feel like I'm doing something wrong, and I feel really confused, like all the time. I mean, all the time, I feel really confused. Just 24/7, I feel confused. It's like a really weird feeling, and I really appreciate when you guys watch these videos because it makes me feel like there's meaning in my life. It makes me feel like there's meaning when you guys watch these videos. So thank you for that because this is a really good this is a really good feeling to feel. I just like I don't know. I spend a lot of time like on like social media, like Twitter and stuff, and YouTube. I spend a lot of time watching YouTube, and like I keep wanting to compare myself to other people, but I know to a degree I should compare myself to other people, but also that's not totally a fair comparison to make. I can't totally compare myself to other people in that way because that doesn't make any sense. Um, I'm never going to be able to compare myself to other people because I'm always going to be less than everyone else because I have a disability. So, yeah. I just, I feel so confused. Like, so confused. And I'm like, I'm always like worried about little things. Being neurotic means you worry about little things. Like, just things you shouldn't really be worrying about, but you also should be worrying about because you should be trying to make yourself better, right? You should be trying to make yourself better, but you should also not like let it destroy you, I guess. I feel like I'm like a character in a TV show that's just like a side character, not like a main character. I feel like one of those like side characters that just kind of just it's just kind of there. Like I feel like I don't know, just like a extra on a movie set that's just there, just having a pretend conversation in the background of the main characters having the real conversation, and I feel like I'm an extra on a movie set. What am I doing? I just, but this feels good. This talking here feels good, and I'd recommend it to anyone who feels lonely. They should talk on here. This is a healthy avenue. This is a healthy platform to talk on, and this is what I have to work with, and I, I don't know what I'm supposed to do other than this. I feel like a fool. I feel like an absolute fool. But this YouTube endeavor provides meaning in my life, so I keep doing it. And I don't know how to make the neuroticism go away. The neuroticisms, I don't know how to make that go away. It used to be video games helped me make it go. Video games would make me happy, and it would make me feel like a big man, and like I was doing really cool stuff, and it was like a competitive thing. But like I don't get that satisfaction from video games anymore. I don't get any satisfaction from video games. I don't. I almost wondered how I could play them so much when I was younger, and it was just like a complete drop off of like completely losing interest in them. I guess I don't know. I do miss the video games, but they don't they don't give me satisfaction anymore. Video games don't give me no satisfaction anymore. So, like, you know what helps is listening to jazz. Jazz music on Spotify reduces my neuroticism, and I feel like I make different facial expressions than everyone else. Like I feel like I can do this like really big smile, and I can do this really big frown, and it's almost like my facial expressions are like worse than everyone else's facial expressions. And I don't I don't know. I feel sad, but I also feel happy. And I don't think that's what other people feel. I don't think other people feel sad and happy at the same time. I think other people feel like this like constant like just this like constant emotion. I don't feel constant emotion. I get highs and I get lows. I don't feel constant emotion about anything. I think people just get this like regular steady level of emotion, but I get highs and lows, and it's always a high or a low. I'm always in a high or a low, and it's not it's not consistent. Like, it's not a consistent feeling that I have on a regular basis. That makes me different than everyone else, and I can see that, like, on my facial expressions. Like, I make different facial expressions than everyone else because you can see when I get that high, when I'm thinking about some delusional thought, or when I'm thinking about some depressing thought. You can see it on my face, and you can see the highs and the lows, and it just makes you wonder, like, like I wonder if people, like, think, like, why do I get these highs and lows? Like, I don't know myself, because I don't know what there is to get high about, what there is to get low about. I wish I had more of a steady baseline level of emotion, but I just it I don't know what I'm doing. I really don't know what I'm doing, and I think it's gonna be like this forever. I think I'm gonna be like this forever, and I get this bad feeling all the time that, like, I'm going to fail. I always feel like I'm going to fail, and fail in my career, fail in my personal life, fail in living a normal life expectancy. I just always feel like I'm going to fail, and, like, I almost don't get the satisfaction that I want, and, but I get these, like, weird emotions. Like, I feel different than everyone else, not in a good way. I feel worse than everyone else. Like, I feel different in a bad way than everyone else. And you know what? I've always felt this. I've always felt this feeling. I've always had these highs and lows. Like, I remember when I was in the second grade, every I could get everyone to like me really easily in the second grade. But in the third and fourth grade, nobody liked me. So, like, I go through these years of my life where I could get everyone to really like me a lot. Like, sixth, seventh, and eighth grade, I got everyone to really like me. But, like, when I went away to college, nobody liked me. So, like, I go through these periods of my life where I make a lot of friends, and I go through these periods of my life where I either lose a lot of friends or I can't make any friends. And it's always like this, like, short term thing. It's like this short term, make a bunch of friends, short term, lose a bunch of friends. And it's always like this short term thing. I'm always on this, like, short term roller coaster, up and down, up and down, up and down. And there's all these, like, short term emotions. Long term, I don't feel any specific thing. I don't feel any specific thing long term. And it's just really confusing. It's really confusing to me. Like, sometimes I think about doing more music analysis on this channel, but I kind of don't like thinking about music sometimes because, like, the music I listen to has a lot of highs and lows. And most people listen to music like it's just like a steady sort of thing. But the music I listen to is like this quiet storm stuff with, like, this really strong emotion. And it's like most people don't listen to quiet storm R&B. Most people don't listen to sophistopop. And, like, I feel weird listening to this stuff because it makes me feel emotions that I think other people don't feel. And that's a bad thing. Like, I always think I'm going to be weirder than everyone else. Like, I feel weird, like, really weird. And I'm going to probably be this weird for the rest of my life. I don't think I'm ever going to walk into a room and feel completely normal. I don't ever think I'm going to look or think, process my emotions in a completely normal way. I don't ever think people are going to see me as a normal person. Like, they used to think I was a freak in the fourth grade. They used to call me a freak of nature. And after everyone really liked me in the second grade, in the fourth grade, everyone called me a freak of nature. So you tell me, Why does that happen? Why can I get people to really like me at some points in my life and people not like me at all in other points in my life? This isn't this way for other people. Other people have got consistent level of friendships or consistent relationships, consistent work employment opportunities or steady employment. It's not like that for me. Like I have a job right now where I work, and I can't tell if I'm at the high or I'm at the low. Okay, I can't tell if I'm about to lose my job and move into the homeless shelter, or if I'm about to get a lot better job in a few weeks or a few years or whatever. I can't tell if I'm about to lose my job and move into a much worse situation, like living on the streets, or if I'm going to be like find a much better situation. That's part of the reasons I feel these highs and lows, because like my situation can change so dramatically in one direction or the other, and I couldn't tell you where. I couldn't tell you how, if which direction it's going to go in. I could fail so hard. I don't feel anything consistent. It's everything is like this like erratic emotion. I always feel this erratic up and down emotion. It's just it really bewilders me why it's so. I feel so much stranger than I feel so strange, like I'm Doctor Strange or something. I feel like I'm Doctor Strange, and I get really confused. And anyways, I'm gonna end this video. I shouldn't vlog about this forever. Let me know in the comments below. Do you feel neurotic like I do? Let me know in the comments if you feel neurotic. Please subscribe to this channel to be part of the community. Please like this video. It really helps out the channel a lot. Thank you for watching. Have a great day. Bye. I'm very neurotic. Sorry if that was weird. I know I'm weird. Bye-bye.